Welcome back to Beyond the Box Score, where we break down the game behind the game. Today, we're diving deep into the epic Dodgers vs. Yankees 2025 Showdown, the clash that every MLB fan and sharp bettor is talking about. Who has the edge? Which plays will make or break this battle? And most importantly, where's the smart money going? If you're new here, then you should like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon and stay tuned, because we're about to unpack all the stats, injury updates, odds, and expert predictions you need to dominate your MLB bets and watch the drama unfold. There are moments in sports that feel bigger than just a game. When two franchises with history, money, power, and legends behind them face off, it's not just baseball anymore. It's legacy. And in 2025, nothing screams legacy on the line louder than the New York Yankees hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers in a rematch of last year's epic World Series. This isn't just a rivalry, it's East Coast versus West Coast, Ruth versus Koufax, Derek Jeter versus Jackie Robinson. And now, it's Judge versus Ohtani. Two titans, one battlefield. This is Beyond the Box Score. The New York Yankees enter this matchup riding a tidal wave of momentum. With a 32-20 record, they sit atop the American League East, silencing early season doubters and proving that this year's team is even more dangerous than the one that pushed the Dodgers to 7 games in 2024. Aaron Judge, now in his MVP caliber form, is scorching hot. He's batting .322 with 58 home runs and 144 RBIs, numbers that remind us of peak Barry Bonds, but in pinstripes. Standing beside him in the box is Juan Soto, who has shown no signs of slowing down with his .419 on-base percentage and .569 slugging. He's the perfect complement to Judge, patient, precise, and deadly. But let's not overlook Jasson Dominguez the Martian, who, after a dominant minor league rehab, returned to the Bronx with 3 home runs in 1 game. The kid is no longer potential, he's production. Add in the return of Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's expected to slot back into third base after injury, and the Yankees suddenly boast one of the deepest, most athletic lineups in baseball. On the mound, the Yankees will turn to Carlos Rodon. His 8.5 record with a 3.41 ERA doesn't scream dominance, but he's been quietly solid all season. What's more important is how he matches up with a Dodgers team that's limping into the Bronx without 3 of their starting pitchers. Clayton Kershaw, Tyler Glasnow, and Tony Gonsolin are all sidelined. Injuries have decimated the Dodgers' rotation, leaving Jack Flaherty the mid-season acquisition to take the ball in this critical game. Flaherty has pitched well this season, but asking him to neutralize this Yankees lineup in Yankee Stadium? That's a tall task, especially with Judge, Soto, and Dominguez seeing the ball like beach balls right now. Now let's talk about the Dodgers. Despite the injury woes, they're still one of the most feared teams in baseball. And it all starts with Shohei Ohtani. The two-way phenom is focusing solely on hitting this season due to off-season elbow surgery, but that hasn't slowed him down one bit. He's hitting .310 with 54 home runs and 130 RBIs, numbers that put him squarely in the National League MVP conversation. And when Ohtani steps into the box, pitchers tremble. Alongside him, Freddie Freeman is still the professional hitter we all know, batting .282 and spraying balls to all fields, while Mookie Betts continues to be the spark at the top of the order, batting .289 with 19 home runs and exceptional defense in right field. The Dodgers lineup can punish pitchers just as quickly as the Yankees, but here's the difference. New York's rotation is relatively healthy, while LA's is being stitched together with hope and duct tape. Without Glasnow, Gonsolin, or Kershaw, the Dodgers are leaning heavily on their bullpen and swingmen like Ryan Yarbrough and Michael Grove to eat innings, which could spell trouble in a long, grueling series. And that brings us to the critical matchup of bullpens. New York's bullpen has been a revelation in 2025. Clay Holmes has evolved into one of the best closers in baseball, and with Ian Hamilton and Ron Marinaccio setting the table, the Yankees can shorten games to 6 or 7 innings. Their bullpen ERA ranks among the top 3 in the majors. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have been up and down in late innings. Evan Phillips has been solid in the closer role, but the bridge to him, especially with starting pitchers failing to go deep, has been shaky at times. That inconsistency could be the difference between escaping a jam and giving up a game-changing bomb to Aaron Judge. And then there's the X factor, Yankee Stadium. The Bronx will be electric. This is a fan base that smells blood. They remember how close they were last year. They remember the pain of watching Shohei Ohtani dominate Game 7. And now they want revenge. There's no denying it. The Dodgers are still elite. Even with their injuries, they can beat anyone on any given night. But they're walking into the Lions' den this time. And with Judge, Soto, and Dominguez locked in, with Rodon on the hill and Holmes waiting in the bullpen, this feels like the Yankees' game to lose. Let's go beyond the stats. Let's talk narrative. The Yankees are chasing history, a 28th World Series title, a chance to put a stamp on this era of dominance. And in their way, the very team that crushed their dreams last October. But this time, there's no Kershaw, no Glasnow, and maybe no mercy. Prediction? Yankees 6, Dodgers 4. A tightly contested game, but ultimately, the Yankees pull away late, fueled by a Judge bomb in the 7th and a lockdown save from Clay Holmes. This series may not end here, but tonight, the Bronx wins. So what do you think? Can Ohtani carry the Dodgers past the storm? Or is this finally the year the Yankees bury their postseason demons? Drop your predictions in comments and let's talk baseball. Because here, on Beyond the Box Score, we don't just look at the game. We break it down. See you next time. Dasi.